Hi everyone, this is Susie. So today we're going to be making a dish with some cactus and some baby lima beans. I have some baby lima beans right here, but you can also use these. I think these are called fava beans. I'm not quite sure. They're bigger and they're yellow, and these are the white little baby ones. So you can use either one. I've done it with both and I like it with both. Okay, and then we also need some cactus. I have here, it's like a pound of it that comes in a package already. I have some tomato, onion, some fresh cilantro, serrano or jalapeno, garlic, and some salt and pepper. So let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to do is you are going to prepare your fava beans or lima beans, whichever one you're using. I used 1 cup of dry. I soaked them for 12 hours about overnight, and I rinsed them out, and then I cooked them in my pressure cooker in my Instant Pot for about 18 minutes because for some reason that's how long these took, okay, to cook. Or you can cook them on your stovetop. You don't have to soak them. Some people like to soak, some people like not to soak. You don't have to soak them. You can just, rinse them, put them in a big pot with water and some salt, and just make sure that they have enough water to cook, but you don't want it to have too much water because you want it just to have enough for it to be cooking. Because if it has too much water, then it gets a little like watery, and you're going to use some of that liquid, so you want it to be flavorful. You don't want it to be like super watery, okay? So just that one thing to keep in mind. The same thing would be for both of them, okay? You can cook them as they are or soak them, whatever you want to do. So these are my cooked baby lima beans right here, okay? And these do have a lot of water. I should have added less water. I'll leave the instructions below if you want to do it in the Instant Pot of what I use, the amounts and stuff like that, okay? So now I am going to rinse this with cold water and just make sure it doesn't have any little thorns or, blemishes or anything like that. And then you're just going to slice them and cut them in small pieces. And this is according to your taste. You can do small or large, okay? Okay, so it was about 4 cups of the nopales, and this is the size that I like them. So I'm just going to cook these separately, okay, from the fava beans. And I have some red onion that I need to use up, so I'm going to add that piece in there. And then I have some cilantro. I might add a little bit more, but just to start, we're going to add some water and salt. Okay, so now we're just going to cook the nopales. I usually cook them uncovered because I do think that they bubble up if you cover them. So we only have the cactus, the onion, cilantro, water, and salt. Okay, and that's it. You can add garlic if you want to. Just some pieces of garlic in there, but since I'm going to add garlic to the dish, I'm not going to add any garlic to that. So we're just going to let this cook for about 30 to 40 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, one little thing to keep in mind. When I've cooked the baby lima beans, I think they're called, these, okay, so I cooked these in the Instant Pot, and I told you I was going to tell you how to cook them, I think. So I soaked 1 cup of these. It came about a little bit over 2 cups once they absorbed all the water when I soaked them. I rinsed them, put them in the Instant Pot, add about 3 cups of water, and I added about 2 teaspoons of salt. That's how I like it. You can add more or less, okay? Start with less. And I cooked them on manual for about 17 to 18 minutes. That's how long it took for these to cook. For some reason, these types of beans don't like me, so they don't cook even. Even if I cook them in the stovetop or the Instant Pot, it doesn't matter. They don't cook even. If I soak them or I don't soak them, it makes no difference. But so you go by whatever you think is going to be best. So start maybe with less time so that they don't overcook. If you want to do that, and then you can always add more time to it, but you can't take it away. The other thing about these have a funny smell. So if you've never cooked with these, just keep that in mind, that when you're cooking them, whether it's in the stovetop or the Instant Pot, they will have a funny smell, but they taste really good. Once you mix everything together, it tastes really good. I really like it. My husband, everybody that's tried it has really liked it, but they do smell funny. So just so you know, okay, don't be discouraged by the smell because it tastes better than it smells. Okay, and one last thing about the beans, these beans. The one time that I did make them in the Instant Pot, They were done in like 5 minutes after I had soaked them overnight. So just so you know, like I say, give it a try. Start with less time. You can always add time. So start with about 5 minutes for either these or the other ones. And if for some reason they don't cook through, then you can just keep adding maybe, 5 minutes at a time or something. Because you don't want them to be overcooked. For some reason, beans have issues with me, but they might not have them with you. So, okay, and then now we're just going to saute. You can add extra virgin olive oil, or you can just do a little bit of water or broth, whatever you like. I just added a tiny bit, about like maybe half a teaspoon or less of oil. And I have about, maybe I'm going to say about 1 cup of tomato. And I have about half a cup of white onion, finely chopped. And this is according to your taste. Sometimes I've done it without tomato, and it still tastes good. And then I have about 2 garlic cloves. This is also according to your taste. You don't have to add this much. And I have 1 whole serrano, but you can add a jalapeno because it is more mild than the serrano. And we're just going to saute this for maybe about 5 minutes or so. Okay? The colors of the Mexican flag, baby. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this. I forgot to add it. So just a little salt and a little bit of black pepper. Oops. And I'm just heating some pinto beans right here that I'm just going to mash. My beans are very simple. I just cook them with salt and water. That's it. And then after that, I just put them on my pan, whatever it's called. I always forget. You know what I'm saying. And I just heat it without any oil. So that's oil free, but you can add oil if you want to, okay? We're just going to saute this for a little bit. So this is what they look like after about 4 minutes. It's been like about 4 minutes. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my beans. These, I strained them a little bit so they don't have that much liquid. We're just going to add that there. And always check your chile to see how spicy it is. This one's pretty spicy, so you never know what you're going to get until you taste it a little bit. That way, your food is not, you won't be able to eat it if it's too spicy. Okay? And then now, because our nopales are ready, that's what that looks like. And these have already changed colors, you can see. So they've been cooking for about 40 minutes and they're ready to go. So sometimes what I'll just do is I'll just strain it from one pot to the other. I just throw it in there like that. And I don't add the onion because I already added onion over here. And I do like the cilantro though. You can leave it out if you like, but I liked the flavor. I like the flavor of the cooked cilantro. And if you want to leave this out, you can just fish it out. Usually it comes out like in a bunch. You can fish it out and then you can add some fresh one if you want instead of the cooked one. And that's it. Okay, and if for some reason the dish is a little bit dry or it starts getting dry, always save the liquid from the beans and go ahead and add it, because you can make this, a little dry, or you can make it a little juicy depending on how you like it. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I can't wait to try it. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Isn't that gorgeous? So like I said, if you left out the cooked cilantro, you can just go ahead and add some fresh cilantro right now, or you can add it to your plate when you serve it, okay? So that it looks pretty. And that's it, you're done. You don't need to cook anything because everything is hot. So you can just turn it off and warm up your tortillas and mash your beans and you're ready to go. And there you have it. with some beans, a little bit of cilantro on top just to garnish. Okie dokie, so let's dig in. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of tortilla. You can eat this with a fork if you like, but why? Why would you? So, ooh! Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Oh my god, this is good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, this is so good, you guys. Oh my god. It's spicy. Ooh, it is delicious. Ah! What a mess I'm making. The messier the better, right? Mmm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just before I forget, this recipe comes from my neighbor. The same one that gave me the other recipe for the nopales and the mole sauce. She doesn't want me to say her name, but thank you so much for letting us share this awesome recipe. I hope you guys give this one a try. It's really yummy. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.